In recent years, media outlets across the world have brought attention to what some are calling an epidemic. According to the CDC.gov last access 10/1/19, a recent study suggests that an estimated 1 in 59 children have been affected by this disorder, which includes boys being 4 times at a greater risk. Today, I would like to talk to you about autism spectrum disorder. First, I will describe what autism spectrum disorder is. Secondly, I will discuss the levels of severity in autism spectrum disorder. And finally, I will describe some symptoms that have been experienced and observed within the autism community. Beginning with my first point, autism spectrum disorder, also known as ASD, is defined by autismspeaks.org as a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges in social skills, repetitive behaviors, and both verbal and nonverbal communication. According to the History of Human Science, edition May 3rd, 2013, a scientist by the name of Eugene Bleuler first introduced the term autism to the world when he was describing symptoms of what we now know as schizophrenia. According to the American Academy for Children's Psychiatry, a scientist from Johns Hopkins Hospital named Leo Kramer took the term autism and expanded on it to develop his own theory named early infantile autism. Leo Kramer today still has his observations documented in the diagnostic manuals. These are just 2 of the gentlemen and individuals that have paved the way for healthcare officials to be able to discuss, describe, and classify into levels of severity the symptoms of autism spectrum disorder. Bringing me to my next point, the levels of severity. According to the American Association of Psychiatry, they say that there are 3 levels of severity. These levels are defined as the amount of support individuals need with their daily living skills. The levels range from level 1, needing support and supervision, to level 2, needing a great deal of support in items like hygiene, meal preparation, and mouth care. And level 3 requires extreme amount of support with all daily living needs. These 3 levels are a description of the severity of symptoms that can manifest in a variety of ways. Lastly, I would like to describe some examples of symptoms that have been observed in ASD. Symptoms can be very crippling and limiting to daily life. These symptoms include lack of eye contact, feeling overwhelmed in social situations, having struggles building and developing peer relationships, repetitive body movements such as running back and forth and clapping hands, repetitive movement of objects, which includes continuously tapping on the same objects or banging, among other symptoms. These symptoms are just a few examples of what individuals with ASD experience. In closing, today we are now able to define autism spectrum disorder as a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges in social skills, repetitive behaviors, and verbal and nonverbal communication. We are also now able to classify ASD symptoms into levels of severity, and we are also now able to identify many symptoms that go along with ASD. The world has come so far, yet we still have so much farther to travel to what we now know as Asperger's autism spectrum disorder.